Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Muhammad Amin Annursi bin Muhammad JAAFAR, Matric number 1162468, Faculty of Sharia and Law, Bachelor of Fiqh and Fatwa with honors. And today I would like to present my internship report at Mahkamah Rendah Syariah Teluk Intan. Okay, first of all, for the abstract, internship training is a student placement in any organization, whether government or private, for practical training. It is also program or an educational into an arrangement with the industrial enterprises to provide experiential knowledge to their students. It aims to provide direct exposure to the students about working experience and allow students to become familiar with working environment, so that students do not have a cultural shock when they start to work after graduate. Therefore, this report aims is to what we call it, will explain about me, Muhammad Amin Annursi bin Muhammad JAAFAR, internship training at Mahkamah Rendah Syariah Teluk Intan. It is also intends to explain about the daily routine and all tasks given during the internship period. The internship session begins from 3rd February until 25th May 2020 for about 4 months. This report will explain about the general background of Mahkamah Syariah Teluk Intan and the tasks that I have done here. Okay, next, for the introduction of Mahkamah Rendah Syariah Teluk Intan. Mahkamah Rendah Syariah Teluk Intan is one of the courts under the Syariah Judiciary Department of the State of Perak, or known as JKSPK, that responsible for carrying out the vision, mission and motto of the judiciary based on Syariah. Syariah Judiciary Department of Perak, JKSPK, was established based on Section 42, Clause 1, Clause 2 and Clause 3 of the Perak Islamic Religious Administration Enactment 1992. On 1 May 1995, Syariah Judiciary of Perak Department was separated from the JAIPK management and had its own administration and was headed by the Chief Syariah Judge of Perak. The posts that have been approved by the Malaysia Treasury for this department were initially 45 positions according to the Staffing Warrant number 10 of 1994, effective from 1 May 1995. Then added another 16 positions according to the Staffing Warrant of number 2 of 2001, effective from 1 December 2000. Besides, Mahkamah Rendah Syariah of Perak has jurisdiction throughout the state of Perak in every district and areas such as Mahkamah Rendah Syariah Teluk Intan, Seri Iskandar, Manjung, Parit Bunta, Tapah, Kuala Kangsar, Taiping and Great. Okay, for the organizational background, Mahkamah Rendah Syariah Teluk Intan, known as MRSTI, which focus on cases of mal and criminal cases. The establishment of the Syariah subordinate court is important because it is a reference place to solve family problems such as marriage, divorce, fasakh, gambling, drinking alcohol, khalwa and so on. It is also served to carry out all matters related to Islamic law and faraid according to hukum syara' fairly, efficiently and effectively. Besides, the organization is located on the first floor at Religious Administrative Complex, and this organization has 4 departments, which is judicial, administrative, financial, and sender of notices. The mission of Mahkamah Rendah Syariatul Intan is implementing judicial, court management and support services professionally, effectively and systematically based on the uniform provisions of Islamic law to achieve the pleasure of Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. For the vision of Mahkamah Rendah Syariatul Intan is becoming an authoritative Sharia judicial institution. Their motto is Sharia Basic Justice, and their objective is implement a fair and efficient justice system based on Islamic law and the laws of the country and act. And as you can see, this is the organization chart of Mahkamah Rendah Syariatul Intan. The Hakim Syar'i, also our supervisor, our industry supervisor, is Tuan Muhammad Azri bin Abdul Rahim. And this is the list of the the staff of Mahkamah Syariah Intan. Function of Mahkamah Rendah Syariah Intan is the Syariah Subordinate Court has jurisdiction throughout the state of Perak in the designated districts and shall be within its criminal jurisdiction, including marital affairs in Islam, which includes divorce, rujuk, and so on. It is also to discuss any offence committed by a Muslim under this enactment or any written law which prescribe offence against the pillars of Islam, for which the maximum punishment provided by this enactment or any written law, this shall not exceed 3,000 ringgit or imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years or both, and may impose any punishment provided for him. Mahkamah Rendah Syariatul Intan has several units, and first of all, the judicial unit, which is responsible in Sharia subordinate and High Court management, also managing file of cases and customer registration, and also managing trials in and out of court. Second, the administrative unit. The function is to receive and respond to the official letter of the relevant business, and also report any damage to the authorities, and also managing the rooms of file cases and office. And third, finance unit. The function is to make monthly and annual reports of office budget, and also controlling expenses in the organization. And lastly, notice sender unit, which is responsible for delivering letters or legal documents such as warrants, order or notices to one party by hand or posting in public places provided, and also provide proof of service of documents that have been submitted. During the 4 months industrial training period from 3rd February 2020 to 25 May 2020, at the Mahkamah Syariatul Intan, me and my friends got various job scopes provided by the staff and industry supervisor. The job scopes includes serving customers on counter, at the counter, key in file cases, making minutes of cases for each case file, and also doing office work, making faraid certificate, and tidying file rooms. Besides, I will include additional assignments to complete, and besides, the additional assignments were given to us to complete 70% attendance in adequate training industry because of the movement control order due to COVID-19 disease. Next, for the finding, which is knowledge that has been acquired. There are many things I have learned over the 4 months as a practical student, especially in court proceedings, and I've been able to deepen my legal knowledge even more with the help of my industry supervisor, Tuan Muhammad Azrik, and also the staff. Other than that, I gained experience in learning how to interact with customers as I took care of the counter. I need to explain to customers what they need to do and what they need to know, and how to register a case based on their problems. I even learn how to create case to file in e-Sharia program. I need to include a key in the case file when the case is registered and the case is finished. The purpose of the case must be registered in the system so that it can be updated more systemically and more easily. And then I have also learned of mal or faraid's allegation or conviction, and had the chances to see the trial of man, faraid, and the criminal cases brought before the judge. And also I heard a lot about this Mahkamah Syariatul Intan. Finally, during my time as a practical student, I learned about the reality of what happens in the realm of marriage. It gave me a lot of lessons and awareness that marriage is not just about finding happiness alone. In fact, it is a huge responsibility to bear, especially for the husband. It is a very useful experience for me to apply in life. Next, for the challenge and solutions, I can clarify some of the problems when I have been training at Mahkamah Syariatul Intan for 4 months, such as the issues of the organization. The organization are more likely to let practical students figure out for themselves what they want to do and learn as during practical period. So what I have to do is I ask my industry supervisor to provide us, which is me and my friends, with research and to instruct us during the practical session. And next, tax by making minutes of case file. Making minutes of a case file requires information, as it has a structure and needs to follow the correct sequence. I have trouble making minutes due to lack of awareness and lack of direction. So what I need to do is I will review the file that has been minutes to avoid errors. And lastly is challenge in the conduct of court proceedings. Since I'm not a law student, so I have no background in the administration of court proceedings and the administration of court proceeding. So what I need to do is I ask the staff to teach me and take note on important procedures. And then for the skills, there is several skills that I have developed during my industry training, which is communication skills. I was guided how to speak with the customer at the counter, and my communication skills have been improved from time to time during the internship. And also the administration skills. I have been taught how to use the Sharia programs and to record cases and key in file in the program. And also I have improved the accountability and disciplines because I am training myself to be patient when dealing with patients because they are coming to court with a problem to fix, and their feelings are not stable. Yet despite being scolded, I somehow managed to calm myself down and keep working. And next, for the suggestion and improvement, I recommend that this organization should provide a highly organized and comprehensive training program. Although the person responsible for the supervision of practical students is always busy with work, at least they need to spend some time preparing, arranging, operating and monitoring training activities for the practical students. If a structured and organized training plan can be introduced, it will not only make the task more productive and effective, but it also make the task more interesting. Various techniques and methods such as conflict management, self-discipline, and work independent learning. The first suggestion is that organization should give practical students faith in their work, encourage and inspire practical students to do a good job, and provide feedback and guidance. And finally, the other improvement, they need to improve the wireless installation because this problem has led to the process of finding information on something suspended, and the work has been interrupted. So for the conclusion, I would like to thank to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his diligence because I have very well managed completed industrial training at Mahkamah Rendah Syariah Teluk Intan, and the industrial training is of great benefit to students in view of their contribution to the growth of new knowledge. Industrial training is a golden period and a great opportunity to know the profession and the working environment. Field training is one of the best way for students to prepare for actual work in future and also gain valuable experience and new knowledge despite of presence of some difficulties or problems as stated earlier, which could help in the future. So that's all for my presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.